Welcome to Mary and Mike English Channel. We are going to meet Mark and his friend Jesse. Mark is not feeling well. He has a bad cough, and it has been going on for several days. He needs to go to a doctor, but there's a problem. His English is not very strong, and he feels nervous about explaining his symptoms. So in today's story, you will follow Mark step by step as he tries to make an appointment, visit the clinic, talk to the doctor, and get medicine. And by the end, you'll know exactly how to do it in English, too. Hello, everyone. I'm Mary.
And I'm Mike. Today, Mark is facing a high-stress situation, his first doctor's visit in English. To make this even more fun, we have 2 secret questions waiting for you.
Question number 1. If a doctor asks you to say, ah, what are they actually looking for?
Question number 2. What is the one phrase you must say if you want this doctor to keep your records forever so you don't have to repeat your story?
Listen carefully. The clues are hidden throughout today's lesson.
Stay with us until the end because we'll reveal both answers after the story.
All right, let's start the story.
Mark, that cough sounds terrible. You've been sick for 6 days now.
I know, but I'm scared to go to a doctor here. My English is too slow. What if I don't understand the medicine?
If you wait any longer, it could turn into something serious. You must call the clinic today.
Okay, but will you help me?
I'll be with you the whole way.
All right, let's make that phone call. What if I say the wrong thing? What if they don't understand me?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm imagining the phone call,
Really?
and I don't think it's going very well.
Hey, Mark. Before you call, let's do a quick role play together so you don't feel nervous. Just show me how you would start the call. Thank you for calling Healthcare Clinic. How can I help you?
Hello? I want to make a meeting.
A meeting?
Yes?
A meeting with who?
With the doctor?
Oh. Do you mean an appointment?
Maybe.
Are you looking for a doctor?
Yes.
Are you sick today?
Yes.
What seems to be the problem?
My voice is broken.
Your voice?
No, here.
Your chest?
Yes, maybe.
Are you coughing?
Yes! Coughing!
Ah, I understand now. Okay, let's pause here. That wasn't terrible, but it definitely wasn't easy.
I knew it!
Let's fix the 2 biggest mistakes. Mistake number 1. Don't say, I'd like to make a meeting.
Oh.
Say, I'd like to make an appointment.
I'd like to make an appointment.
Perfect. Mistake number 2. Instead of trying to explain everything with difficult words, start with a simple problem. I have a bad cough.
I have a bad cough.
Excellent! Remember, doctors hear simple English every single day. You don't need perfect English. You just need clear English.
Okay.
Let's make the real phone call this time.
Okay, I'm calling.
Thank you for calling Healthcare Clinic. This is Dana. How can I help you?
Hi. I have a bad cough. It won't go away. I'd like to make an appointment.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
Okay, so you are a new patient. We need a longer opening for you. Are you free tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow is good. Afternoons, please.
How about tomorrow at 3 p.m.?
Tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Yes, that works.
Great. Bring your ID and insurance card. Please arrive 15 minutes early.
15 minutes early. Got it. Thank you.
Before Mark walks into the clinic, there's something really important you should know.
This isn't really English vocabulary.
It's actually English culture.
And if you understand this, visiting a doctor in countries like Canada or the United States will make a lot more sense.
Did you notice something interesting during the phone call?
Mark didn't just walk into the clinic.
He called first.
He made an appointment.
But wait, can't you just walk into any clinic?
Sometimes you can. There are actually 2 common ways to see a doctor.
Number 1. A walk-in clinic.
A walk-in clinic is exactly what it sounds like. You walk in without making an appointment.
Maybe you wake up with a sore throat.
Or you have a bad cough.
Or maybe you twist your ankle playing soccer.
You don't want to wait several days.
So you go to a walk-in clinic.
Usually you'll wait your turn.
Sometimes it's 20 minutes.
Sometimes it's an hour.
Sometimes even longer.
It depends on how busy the clinic is.
Number 2. A family doctor.
You may also hear people say, primary care provider.
Or simply, my doctor.
This is one doctor who knows you.
They keep your medical history.
They know what medicines you've taken before.
They know about your allergies.
They know your health over many years.
That's why having a primary care provider is so helpful.
Imagine this. Every time you visit a clinic, you have to tell your whole story again.
Again, and again, and again.
That gets tiring.
But if you have a primary care provider, they already know you.
That's why Mark is going to ask such an important question later in today's story.
Let's see if you can catch it.
He asked, "Can you be my primary care provider?"
That wasn't just English practice. That's exactly what many people say in real life.
Of course. Every country has a different healthcare system.
And even different provinces or states can have different rules.
But now you'll understand why people talk about walk-in clinics.
And family doctors.
Okay.
Let's go back to the clinic. Mark is in the waiting room to check in.
It's so quiet here.
That's actually a good sign. It means everyone is waiting patiently. You're doing great.
Hi, welcome. Do you have an appointment?
Yes, Mark Maury for 3 o'clock?
Perfect. I need your ID and insurance card. Also, please fill out this intake form.
Jesse, what does symptoms mean?
It means how do you feel? Write cough and tired.
Oh, that's easy.
Exactly. You're doing really well.
That will be a $20 copay, please.
$20? Okay.
Thank you. You're all checked in.
See? The insurance covers the rest. Now we wait.
Mark Maury, room 2.
Hi, Mark. I'm Dr. Reed. Tell me about this cough.
It started 6 days ago. My chest feels heavy.
I see. Thank you for explaining that. Do you have a fever?
A little bit.
Okay, let's take a closer look. Open your mouth and say ah.
Ah.
Very good. Your throat is very red. Now, take a deep breath. Good. One more deep breath. Excellent. It's a chest cold.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a prescription.
Do I take a paper to the drugstore?
No, we send it electronically to your pharmacy. It will be ready when you get there.
Oh, that's very convenient. One more thing. Can you be my primary care provider?
I would love to. I'll be your regular doctor from now on.
Thank you so much, doctor.
You're very welcome. Get some rest, drink plenty of water, take your medicine as directed, and if you start feeling worse or your fever gets higher, please call us right away.
I will. Thank you again.
So, what did the doctor say?
She said it's just a chest cold.
Oh, good. That's not serious then?
No.
She checked my throat.
Listened to my chest and said everything is okay.
Did he give you anything?
Yes, a prescription.
Prescription. Like a paper?
No, he said it goes directly to the pharmacy electronically.
Oh, wow. That's convenient.
Yeah, so now we need to go to the pharmacy to pick up my medicine.
Perfect. Let's go then. You're doing amazing today.
I feel much better already, not just physically, but in English too.
Hold on! Before Mark heads to the pharmacy, let's see how much you understood from that doctor's visit.
Don't worry if you missed something the first time. This is your chance to practice like a real English listener.
Here's how it works. We'll play an important sentence from the doctor. Listen carefully, then answer our question before we reveal the answer.
Ready? Let's go!
Question 1.
Open your mouth and say, ah.
What did the doctor ask Mark to do?
She said, open your mouth and say, ah. Doctors do this to look at your throat and check for redness, swelling, or signs of infection.
Question 2.
Now take a deep breath.
What did Mark need to do?
He needed to breathe in deeply while the doctor listened to his lungs with a stethoscope.
Question 3.
It's a chest cold.
What was Mark's diagnosis?
The doctor said Mark has a chest cold. That means the infection is affecting his chest, which often causes coughing and congestion.
Question 4.
I'm going to give you a prescription.
What is the doctor giving Mark?
A prescription. A prescription is the doctor's order for medicine that you get from a pharmacy.
Question 5.
It will be ready when you get there.
What will be ready?
His medicine. The doctor sent the prescription electronically to the pharmacy, so Mark doesn't need to carry a paper prescription.
Fantastic! If you answered most of those correctly, your listening skills are getting stronger.
And remember, understanding English isn't about catching every single word. It's about understanding the message.
All right. Mark has finished his appointment.
Now let's see what happens next at the pharmacy.
Picking up for Mark Maury?
Yes, that's me.
Here is your medicine. Take 1 pill in the morning and 1 at night with food. Do you have any questions?
No, I understand. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Get plenty of rest, drink lots of water, and we hope you feel better soon.
Thank you so much.
You did it, Mark! You handled the whole day in English.
I can't believe it. I was so nervous this morning.
And look at you now. You made the appointment, checked in, talked to the nurse, answered the doctor's questions, and even understood how to take your medicine.
You're right. It wasn't as scary as I thought.
That's because you stayed calm and listened carefully.
And I found the answers for Mary and Mike.
Tell them.
Say ah is to check the throat. And the secret phrase for a forever doctor is primary care provider.
Exactly. You got both answers right.
Today was a big win for my English.
Great job, Mark! And great job to you for watching this full lesson.
You now know how to navigate a doctor's visit and a pharmacy in English. That is a huge win for your survival English.
Wait! Before we finish today's lesson,
Let's fix 5 very common mistakes English learners make at the doctor's office.
don't worry if you've made these mistakes before. Most English learners do.
Ready? Let's fix them together.
Mistake number 1. You have a bad cough, so you say, I have cough.
Oh, almost. You're only missing one tiny word. Say, I have a cough.
In English, cough is a countable noun, so we usually say a cough. Mistake number 2.
After your appointment, you say, I go pharmacy.
Close, but not quite. The natural sentence is, I need to go to the pharmacy.
Don't forget the words to the.
Mistake number 3. You arrive at the pharmacy and say, give me medicine.
It isn't rude, but it isn't very polite either.
A much better sentence is, I'd like to pick up my prescription, please.
Or if you're already at the counter, I'm here to pick up my prescription.
Mistake number 4.
You need a doctor, so you say. I want doctor.
Understandable, but not natural. Try this instead. I'd like to see a doctor.
Native speakers often use I'd like to because it sounds polite and natural.
Mistake number 5. This one is very common. My chest is pain. The correct sentence is, my chest hurts.
Or, I have chest pain.
Both are correct.
But my chest hurts is the one you'll hear every day. If you can remember these 5 corrections, you'll sound much more natural the next time you visit a doctor.
And here's a fun challenge. Which one of these mistakes have you made before?
Be honest, tell us in the comments. Every English learner has made at least one of them.
Don't worry, that's how we learn. So, Mark made it through his very first doctor's visit in English.
And thanks to Jesse's help, he was much more confident than when the day started.
But here's the question. Do you think this is the last time Mark will face a real-life English challenge?
Not a chance.
Every day brings a new situation.
And sometimes the situations are completely unexpected.
In our next adventure, Mark will find himself in another everyday situation where speaking English won't be easy.
Will he stay calm?
Will he understand what everyone is saying?
Or will he make a funny mistake?
You'll have to wait and find out.
One thing's for sure. You'll learn a lot of real English along the way.
To make sure you don't miss Mark and Jesse's next adventure,
Click the subscribe button right now to join the Mary and Mike English Channel family. See you in the next Slow and Easy lesson.